Good morning, everyone. This is a huge honor for me to be here today. Let me tell you a little bit about my life and how the YWCA has impacted me. The walk from my car to the GED classroom took me 30 minutes the first day. I wanted my GED with all my heart, but I didn't know how to do it. I started to sweat, and I thought I was going to pass out. Then I met the happy, down-to-earth GED teacher, Mr. Bill. He believed in me when no one else believed in me. My life started to fall apart when I was 9 years old. Both of my parents were master sergeants in the United States Air Force. When they retired and divorced, all hell broke loose for me. My mother was a severe alcoholic, and while my older sister was excelling in school and sports, I was bouncing back and forth between both of my parents, angry, confused. When I was 12 and in the 5th grade, I was diagnosed with dyslexia. Everything I wrote was backwards. I knew the work, but I couldn't put it on paper properly. It was so aggravating. I was put into special classes, and when that didn't work, my stepmother tried homeschooling. Meanwhile, my social life had taken a new turn. I was 14 with a 20-year-old boyfriend. At the age of 15, I had finished the 9th grade and was 6 months pregnant. At 16, I was working 2 jobs and caring for my newborn son as a single mother. I lived in a tent for a couple of months and later an old trailer without electricity and water. I was offered a place to stay, but soon learned that heroin was the community drug. Someone I met at work helped me escape from that nightmare with my son and detox from heroin. I was tired of flipping burgers and serving drinks, but I could not get a good job without a high school diploma, and I knew I could never make it through high school. When I was 23, I met a wonderful man, my husband, Sean. Today, we have 3 children and a great life. I have worked many odd jobs to help support our family, but I still went through a period of depression. My life did not seem significant, even though it was better than it had ever been. I knew I needed an education to help support my family, but I did not know where to begin or what to do. I was embarrassed. I felt I was too old and not smart enough. I knew I could offer the world so much more, and I just had to find a way. I was working 12-hour overnight shifts at a factory filling shampoo bottles when someone told me about the YWCA GED program. I was absolutely thrilled to find out the program was free. I took the pretest and learned that I needed to work on my math and essay skills. I committed to come to class 4 days a week. I worked 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Then I picked up my kids, took them to school, and still made it to my GED classes by 9 a.m. every day. I was determined. Mr. Bill told me something that I would never forget. Once you get your GED, that is something no one can ever take away from you. I was determined. I wanted that accomplishment. I would fall asleep a couple times in class, and then Mr. Bill would walk by, and he'd kind of nudge my elbow and get me to, and I worked hard to focus on my learning, and the work and excitement of learning kept me coming back to class. Unfortunately, in May, we lost our home to the flood, and I missed 3 days of class. But my teacher had called to check on me, and I knew then he really cared about me, my future, and my well-being. I was so impressed with his commitment to me. It was his phone call that kept me on track. Have you ever tried to teach somebody with dyslexia? It's a lot of wait, slow down, hold on, break it down one more time, I don't understand. That's what it was like to teach me in class. The teachers constantly found new ways of explaining things to me. I still to this day struggle with numbers. But I've taught myself to slow down and always check my work. The YWCA teachers never got irritated with me. No other teachers ever had that kind of patience with me. I started classes in December of 2009. and I got my GED in August of 2010. Thank you. The day my teacher called me, he said, "Elizabeth, I have good news and I have bad news." That was it. I was sure I failed my test. I said, "Okay, give me the bad news first." He said, "Well, the bad news is you'll never have to see my face again. The good news is you passed your GED." Today, I am a full-time college student. I go to school 4 days a week. I am still carrying a 4.0, and I've never missed a day of school. I will graduate April 12th of 2012 with an associate's degree in criminal justice. Thanks. I wish I could help every person that does not have a GED understand how significant it is. It is one of the biggest achievements of my life. I love the way it makes me feel. Because I earned my GED, I now look forward to getting my associate's degree and starting a career. I am so grateful to the YWCA GED teachers for the investments they have made in me and the future of my family.